Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm working on this 95 GMC Yukon. On the rear cargo door here, you can see this handle's loose and hard to open. On this door here, you kind of have to do all of that to get it to open. So I'm going to start on this over here. I'm going to replace the door lock actuator because it doesn't lock and unlock with the switch up front. It's real hard to open and close it with the key, and this is busted. So I'm going to get started. First thing we got to do is remove this remove this panel here. This is it here. All right. It's not terribly damaged. I'm already here, it's not gonna hurt to give this a wipe down. So I'm gonna take off this plastic trim piece here as well. I don't know, give me more access, and I kind of don't want to mess up the vapor barrier. So there's just a couple of screws there, right here, up top, and comes off. Should be pretty easy. That's how cold it is. Like the spray that I had inside is throwing steam. That spray is like 50 degrees maybe. There's a door lock actuator. Here's the door handle. And one of the bolts are missing. I don't know if I can there. And then that bolt there has to come out. So I'm gonna work on that, then I'll come back. Just got to remove a couple of clips. It kind of goes in at an angle like this to get this bottom rod, and then it sits in like that. To change the door lock actuator, you got to punch out these rivets here. I already did the bottom one. Don't make the same mistake I did. I'm sure there's a better way to take this off, but that's the way I did it. Maybe I'll throw some clear coat on top of this. This old bracket's held on by these 3 1/4-inch screws. So I'm going to remove those and then put them onto the new one here. Then this new one has this boot. I'm gonna have to cut a little hole here to pass the wire through. I don't know if I showed it already, but this is a door lock actuator that I bought. Part number 746014 from Ultra Power. It comes with this stuff, but one of the things it comes with is these. Oh, my headlight's doing that. There we go. It comes with these. So I found these. They're just the regular panel screws that you would find like on a fender or whatever. They fit the same thread. I have some in my scrap. Got the bracket on, punched out the old thing that was in there. So I'm gonna put this. So I'm gonna put this here like this, then put the screw in, and also I cut a hole here to pass the electrical connector through. After I have this put back in, then I could continue doing the door handle. This is how they come in the kit. But if you squeeze them, they'll get stuck on there, and then they won't fall off when you're trying to put this in there. Alright, there we go. That's in. Now I can continue doing the door handle. So here's the old piece. The lock just has this tab and this notch. You just kind of put this in there, and it comes up. Then on the new one, just put it in. Okay, there we go. Well, now will be a good time to spray the linkage up there. Some WD-40. Make sure it's moving good. Spray a little bit on this new one here too as well, and put it back together. I did get some new bolts for the handle. It's M6 1.0. I got the shortest ones I can find, and I got some washers as well. These are the clips that you have to take off that secure the rods inside the door. I had to just take off two, that one and that one, and then I just pulled this off like this as an assembly on the lock. Just transferred the lock. I'm gonna push this back in and put it back together. I want to point something out. Some of these clips are not the same. I don't know if you can see the difference. So they need to go back where you took them off from. This one has like this, it's a different kind of pocket. Just pointing that out. Some of these connectors back here don't look like they're in pretty good shape. So what I did, wipe them down with some acetone, and I just got some 600 grit. Kind of clean them up. It's a lot better. This is what I started with. I'll clean these up here, and then I'll put some dielectric grease. It's a lot better. By the way, this bottom one doesn't do anything as far as electrical contact. This one here is just the dome light. This panel goes here like this. I bumped it when I was working here. I think I bumped it like around right here, and the lights started flickering, the dome lights, and then they died. Then I bumped it again and they came back on. So I knew there was a loose wire, there was something going on here. Well, look at that ground. I'm gonna tighten that up, put all this back together. And got that ground nice and tight. Alright, to put the vapor barrier back, I'm just gonna put a couple of dots of super glue here and there and kind of put the plastic back, and then I'll hold it with starting to snow. Well, I'm gonna take this plastic panel apart and see if I could figure out why when I open it from this handle, sometimes it doesn't release from up here. Looks like it's also gonna be very easy, it's just a couple of screws just like the other side. Let me get that off. Well, got this apart. Looks like somebody's been in here before. This was already like this. There was a bunch of missing screws. So I'm gonna take this piece off here and see if I can figure out why this linkage has so much play. So looking in there, I couldn't see anything worn out. Same thing up here, but it did look like that spring that's in there was kind of getting bound up. Let me see, let me get my flashlight. The spring in here looked like it was getting bound up, so all I did was spray it with some WD-40 and just keep going like this as I sprayed it. And now all that play that I had earlier kind of got taken up. I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna put this back together. Well, I guess I'll clean this up while I'm here and then put this back together. Oh, it's effortless now. Before it was real hard to open. I'm happy with that. We don't want those scratch marks from the grinder to rust. So I'll just throw some clear coat on there, and that'll save those battle scars as well. One last thing to do, we'll get a little bit of this. This will help keep the corrosion away. Alright. Well, that's gonna do it. Some simple maintenance. If you're having any of these problems with your truck, like the lights flickering, the defroster not working, check that ground that was in here, and check these contacts. These contacts touch on here, and that's how the electricity gets transferred from the wiring harness to the door. So that's gonna do it for today. I hope this helped you. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.